Live with Regis and Kelly. Today from the comedy scrub, Zach Braff. And get ready for the top 10 superfoods when we conclude Live's New Year, New You Guide to Better Eating Week. And your questions and comments when we open up Regis and Kelly's inbox. Plus, singer-songwriter Nick Jonas joins Kelly at the co-host desk. All next on Live.
Regis has the day off. Nick Jonas is filling.
Actually, I am Regis.
You are Regis. Regis just had another kind of surgery, and doesn't he look good? So you must kind of be used to that sound by now. It's a sound we don't hear here that often.
I don't think it's something to get used to.
No.
I think that you know, at times it is a bit frightening when you wake up and it's the first thing you hear.
Right.
But,
oh, wait, do people, like, live outside of your house?
I'm not outside the house, but outside the hotel sometimes, and
yeah.
It can be a bit interesting.
I remember one day passing by a hotel where you were staying, and there was an encampment of, it seemed like thousands of young women just camped outside. First thing in the morning.
Very devoted. I think that's the main thing, is that, you know, oftentimes people say, it's crazy, they scream the whole time during the show, but the thing that I've realized is that they really are listening, and when they hear the music, they're into it, and it means a lot.
Well, it's very funny, you know, I went to your concert with my daughter, and the first thing I did was download the whole album onto my iPod, because the music is so good. You're a really talented musician.
So how was your holiday? Good?
My holidays were great. I'm sort of still recovering because I can't get used to the cold. I cannot get used to the snow. We should actually take a look because it is snowing outside. Maybe we'll take a look. There it is. That's a beautiful shot of the street that has no snow in it. Thought maybe we show Central Park.
Just the one car.
That's your good morning present here. Yeah, no, but it's very funny. My son was convinced yesterday because my doorman told him that we were going to get 1 to 3 feet of snow.
Wow.
I believe he meant inches, but he said feet, and Michael heard the word feet, and that was it. And he's like, Mom, there's no school. And I said, I really don't think school's going to be canceled, sweetie. I really don't believe it. He says, well, I've got some rituals that I'm going to do, that everybody in school is going to do.
Did he turn the pajamas inside out?
Pajamas inside out? You know that?
I know that.
You do?
Of course. I do it, you know, even in the summertime.
Wait, when did that start?
I don't know. I've been doing it since I was really young. I think it's an East Coast thing.
I gave my
I mean, it's probably not a West Coast thing, obviously.
I grew up in New Jersey. We never put our pajamas on inside out. I swear.
Yeah,
I swear.
I've been doing it forever.
Yeah.
Actually, it's been a snowy season.
Yeah.
We were in Texas for the holidays. We were home, and it snowed the day before Christmas, and then the day after Christmas, and it was beautiful.
Beautiful.
I think it was like the 4th time in 10 years that they've had a white Christmas.
Yeah, so what happens when it snows in Texas? Does everything shut down?
No one drives.
Right.
Or no one knows how to drive. And so we were on the road. We went to Walmart, made a couple stops. We actually have a couple really fun stories from the Christmas time and some things we were able to do, but we're doing 25 on the highway, and I drove for the first time in snow. And I don't have 4-wheel drive, so I was going like 10 miles per hour on the highway. People were honking at me.
Right.
It's kind of embarrassing, but it's all good.
They're probably honking at you for different reasons, though.
No. They were pretty upset. But here, too, we were actually here recently. My brother got married.
I know that. Actually.
Yes. And so it was a Winter Wonderland theme.
It's a really beautiful, I've got to tell you, I eloped when I got married. But if I had a wedding, I would really want my, I just want to show you all, I'm sure everybody here already saw this picture, but look at this beautiful setting. Isn't that pretty? That's like a beautiful dream fantasy wedding.
It was amazing. And everyone was asking, you know, did the snow ruin it or was it? And I'm like, it made it even better.
Yeah, I bet.
We were in this tent the whole time, and then we walked outside after it was done, and there was literally 1.5 to 2 feet of snow. And it was just a beautiful, beautiful ceremony.
Now, were you able to go to this place and have a wedding, or was the media camped out there? I'm trying to picture what it would be like.
It was pretty locked down. I mean, there was security checkpoints at every stop, and it was...
That's when I got caught up at the second security checkpoint.
It was good, and they made sure that everyone was comfortable. And the best part was just seeing Kevin in that setting. He'd been really looking forward to it, obviously, and putting a lot of work into the planning.
Sure.
And it kind of consumed him for the month before, but just seeing how comfortable he was, and you could just tell he was in his element. It was cool.
And were you and your brothers best men?
We were the best men.
Yeah, sure.
And we gave speeches, toasts at the reception afterwards.
Were you freaked out about that?
I was. There was 3 moments for me that really kind of messed with my brain a little bit. It was when I saw him see her.
Yeah.
When she walked down the aisle. And we call it the Jonas pout, and it's like this lip quiver.
Yes.
I can't do it. I don't do it. I'm the only one in the family
How many
doesn't.
girls fantasize about seeing the Jonas lip quiver coming?
But he saw her and started to cry a little bit.
Right.
Very touching.
And then did you start to cry? Was this a Jonas Brothers chain reaction of tears?
No, Joe and I were looking at each other like, are we about to start crying right now?
Oh my God.
It didn't happen for us, but
did you had to write a speech?
I had nothing prepared.
Oh, you didn't prepare.
No, I didn't prepare anything. I was nervous because I was originally going to play a song that I wrote for them, but I opted out of it and just thought it'd be better just to say a couple words and let it be about them. And that was the important thing for me. But I gave a kind of heartfelt, like from the heart speech, and it went over well. There was no ums or it was just.
So you didn't reveal any deep dark family secrets from when you were 6.
No, I didn't go for like the full family history story.
Right.
I just kind of went for what I saw in their relationship and all that. And then Joe comes up and his first line was, he's like, I'm the real reason they met. I hit on Danny first.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, and he actually did. That's the story most people don't know. But it was a lot of fun. We had a great time.
Danny, picture Danny. She's like, that's right, everybody. I said no to that one. I chose that one. She had her pick. So you did not hit on Danny?
No.
What? How come? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I don't want to know. I actually went to a wedding once where the best man went online and went to bestmanspeech.com and downloaded somebody else's best man speech. And he announced that he had done this. He erased the bride and groom's name from the existing speech and just filled in his brother's name and his wife's name.
That's
and
incredible.
It was the funniest speech I ever heard in my life because nothing he said related to them at all.
I should have done that.
They were like growing up in Jamaica, It's really funny. But anyway, it's a big thrill to have you here. And I know for so many people, my daughter, of course, is not here today.
Uh-oh.
I made her go to school because there was not a snow day. And I am the worst mother ever. And I sort of actually put it into words that I think she understood. I said, you've had the privilege of meeting Nick before, and every time you come to work, that's a seat that another young lady could occupy that didn't have the opportunity. And she's like, I don't care! But anyway, she's not here. But a lot of people, I will. But a lot of people camped out.
I heard
outside
from
of our
the show
studio.
From the Beacon.
Yes.
Too. That's amazing.
So since there were some fans left outside who couldn't get in that were on our standby line, we thought that we would challenge them to see, we like to make the people on the standby line compete against each other.
Wow.
For the prize. You want to hear what the prize is? A seat in the audience to see Nick in the flesh. There's one more seat, okay? So we're going to play Who's the Nick Jonas Know-It-All?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go out on the street now. We're going to go out on the street. These are our players, Jessica, Carissa, and Taylor. Hi, girls.
Hi.
So you're all Nick Jonas experts?
Yeah.
You sure?
Positive.
It's cold out there, isn't it?
Very.
Yeah, well, one of you is about to get very lucky and come on in.